Testing, 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 testing. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if this is working and we're connected. Mic test, mic test. Perfect. So, what's going on, guys? Let me go ahead and post this to the Discord. Alright, so what's going on, guys? Gonna give you guys a few minutes to join up. We'll go on from there. Going to be a quick one today, guys. If you guys been watching the live trading sessions in the morning, you guys see how price has been reacting pretty much all week. We saw how a lot of pairs did what they needed to do, which is structurally where they're at, and how price is reacting. Looks like this Friday is gonna be a pretty slow one, especially how today reacted. Right, we had news today. All the pairs moved crazy, so I'm really not expecting this Friday to be as volatile as a normal day would be. But that's alright. Right, so let's start off with AU. Right, so in this class, since we're already at the end of the week, right, I'm not gonna break down every single pair from the daily to the 4-hour to the 30-minute. We're just gonna go over the 30-minute structure. Reason being is, again, we already know all the pairs made their move for the week. The next step would be, Sunday's class, so we could go over the new week and continue to look for a continuation for the month, right? So to give you guys the example, for AU, we know we're not really looking for anything in the week. In the daily, we know that we have 2 months of counter rise. Now, we're still in the beginning of the month, right? So could AU still give us this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low to then give us a higher high? Absolutely, right? So with that being said, right, with that in mind, understanding that we might get another push to the top side, right, makes us more aware of where we're at here in the 30-minute time frame, right? So simple, right? Again, we had higher highs, higher lows up until we had lower lows and lower highs, right? We had a little change of character, right? We had pullback where price was literally just consolidating, and we had the second push down to the bottom. Now, looking at price like this, right, getting rid of the wick, just looking at simple market structure, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, right? This is where price started consolidating, and then we had that push to the bottom to break out of that consolidating range, right? So now, am I expecting price to give me a new low, right? It seems like that could be something we're going for, but it's a little bit too early to tell, right? This is what the live trading session is for in the morning. But either way, we could just right now break it down, right? Right now, we could see in the 30-minute, we zoom in a little bit, just look at what's happening this week, right? We were respecting the engulfing daily zone that we had, right? It respected it the entire time, started bouncing away from it, lower low, lower highs the entire time, to then finally give us the push for today. So could this be the pullback to where we want to see price go back down and give us another low? It could be, right? But right now, that's what we're anticipating. Now, if price wants to start turning around and give us that new high for the month, then it's all right. We'll let it go up, but we know what we want to look for, right? At this point, if price wants to go ahead and start turning around to go up, right, the first set of structure that we want to see being broken is this one right here, right? For a break retest, and then ultimately to break 30-minute high to continue to push to the top side, right? So again, I'm not gonna go through every single pair, unless, like, for example, if we're on top of a zone, then I'll fix it, right? So for example, we have higher highs and higher lows the entire time, higher highs and higher lows, right? Higher highs, higher lows to where we're at, right? So here in the 4-hour time frame, we're going to change this last green candle before the push down, right? And then we'll change this low to this one right here, right? And in the daily, right? The daily, I'm not going to touch it yet. We'll leave it there. Right, we also had 3 weeks of rise, so this week I wasn't really expecting, right? We weren't expecting another rise, right? But we could be expecting either a no net or a drop, right? And right now we are in that no net zone. So, could price today, just looking at how it's been flowing, right? Yeah, we still have higher highs and higher lows, and now we have a higher high, right? Could price just continue to consolidate here in this little zone? It can. So we'll wait it out for this one. Euro USD, right? Nothing to really update here, right? Euro USD is very similar to AU in the sense that we're still stuck in the zone of consolidation, right? So again, what I'm looking for here is I just want to see, do we have any continuations, right? Do we have any daily continuations in the daily time frame, right? We know that we have 2 months of rise, and that's good. That's with the trend. That's going with the overall market maker pattern, right? So we have a month of rise, 2 months of rise. This month, I am expecting a new high. So already understanding, like, okay, we want to see price start pushing up, right? This is where the 30-minute time frame comes in handy. So we understand that right now what we're looking for is what we've been saying pretty much all week, right? We could be patient and we could start getting in these trades at the bottom of the zone, right? Until then, what I need to see price do, I need to see price break above the high of the zone, right? And at this point, this is where I want to see price break above. Obviously, it would be a lot better if we break above the zone to retest and continue to go up, right? But we'll give it some space, right? We'll give it some room to breathe. So Euro USD, that's where we're at right now with that one. And again, if you guys need to stop me at any point, have any questions, I did update my charts earlier. I wasn't expecting to do the class today. That's also why I started a little bit later. So I kind of already have all my charts updated, so it's gonna go by a little faster, right? So again, if you guys have any questions, anything you guys want me to go over, just let me know, stop me at any point, and we could go over it. So GJ, right? Let's start at the daily time frame. So we understand that right now we're pretty much in peak high territory, right? GJ, we still have this daily gap here at the top at 191.486. Right, so we still know that price has to go up before we do a complete turnaround and give us a change of character to then make price go down. Right, so I'm looking for continuation. I want to see where we're at structurally. Daily time frame, no continuation. Weekly time frame, right? This is getting interesting. We have a week of rise, which was last week. This week, we obviously could see that price is going to end on a 2-week of rise. So next week, we already know that price is going to go up again, right? So talking about in the 30-minute how price is going to start reacting, right? This looks like it's going to be a simple, if we go down to the 15-minute time frame, a type 1 type of situation, right? Where prices can consolidate, right? 200 EMA, then push away, right? Stop hunt low, hit the Mayo, right? And we could see that push is already starting. Why? Because we already swept the lows, right? We did a fake breakout of the lows, right? In the 15-minute time frame, it gave us an engulfing green candle. Now, am I expecting price to turn around and give me a retest? To be honest with you, not really. I think that, obviously it sucks too because my spreads are crazy until 7 p.m. Right? So regardless, this trade was missed. If it does decide to just continue to go, and if you trade GJ, right, you understand that every time GJ is ready to go, it's just gonna leave, and it's not really gonna give you that perfect entry again. So with that being said, GJ is one that I'm gonna keep an eye on, right? Could we get a pullback today and get price to just pull back down to then continue the push to the top side starting next week? It can do that. So regardless, right, we're gonna be patient. We're gonna wait till NYC. Actually, GJ has news at 2 in the morning today. So our live trading session, I'm definitely gonna try to wake up for that. If I do wake up for it, I'll turn the stream on and we'll go on from there. If not, like I said this morning, I'm most likely not going to trade NYC session tomorrow, but it really all depends how the market is flowing, right? If we still have STP, if ADR hasn't been hit, if STP hasn't been hit, if structure is still there, and we see that the market isn't trying to just trap traders because it's a Friday, um, then we'll take a trade. If not, again, remember, Monday is also a bank holiday for USD, right? So with that being said, we understand that either there's going to be no volume tomorrow and price is just going to hold up until Tuesday, or there's going to be volume like there was today and they'll bring in volume tomorrow to account for the fact that we don't have any volume on Monday, right? So it's really a game of give and take, right? They gave us a good Wednesday, right? Let's speak about GJ, right? They gave us a beautiful Wednesday to give us a really shitty Thursday, even though there was news today, right? But because the news wasn't GBP or JPY, it was just USD news, it consolidated and waited for today, right? Which today's news is going to hit at 2 in the morning. So now GJ at 2 in the morning, any GBP pair is going to move like crazy, right? On the other hand, GU moved like crazy today. So, the fact that we had a third day of rise on GU as well, and it already gave us that new high, am I really expecting price to continue to trend up the way it's been? I'm not really sure, right? I can't give you a definite answer to that because of the news. So, it's just like that the question for today for a pair that we went over in the live stream, right? NZD USD. Right? Somebody was looking for price to continue to push up. Obviously, like with news and how we're looking in the structure, the fact that we're just consolidating, the fact that there is news, it's a 50-50, it's a coin toss. It's a coin flip. Right? There's no really definite answer as to where price wants to go, especially when all you're looking at is just market structure. So with this being said, GJ again, we're gonna wait for it. Obviously, you want to see price go up. Same as GU. Let's go to the daily time frame again. We know we're in an overall market makers pattern, right? We're in an uptrend. No continuations in the daily time frame. No continuations in the weekly time frame, right? We had 3 weeks and gave us a no net. Now this week looks like we're gonna finish the week on a rise. And obviously the 30-minute, we can see that we're still trapped in this 30-minute high and 30-minute low, and we're waiting to see what price wants to do, right? We're still testing the highs, right? None of these candles have broken yet, so we still want to see, is price gonna just retest these highs and do the same thing it's been doing here, where it gives a double top, goes down, or is price gonna give us finally higher highs and higher lows to break out of here and continue to push to the top side, right? So US30, we're almost done, guys. 3 more pairs. Again, I know it's a quick stream today, but I had everything already pre-marked from earlier today. So but again, if I'm going too fast, if you guys need me to explain anything again, let me know, and we'll definitely do that. Any pair that you guys want me to go over, it doesn't matter if you see it on the list or not, or if you see the red flag, I could go over any of these pairs. So just let me know. So US30, right? Peak high territory, right? We understood that this month, right, this would be a 3rd month high. Obviously, we could see that price has already given us that new high. 4 hour, no continuation. We did have 3 weeks. On the 3rd week, or on the 4th week, gave us a drop, right, reset, and then this week we could see that price wants to finish on the top side. 4 hour zones, we're reaching our 4 hour high again, right? So at this point, waiting to see again, what does price want to do? Is price going to respect these highs the same way it's been doing all week for the past 2 weeks and go down, or is it going to finally break above, retest, continue to push to the top side, right? Even to talk about today's entry, right, it's like super, if you were patient, which I really am, gonna be honest, I was watching this and I'm like, wow, like it's crazy, right? If you were patient, that 8:30 news that hit, boom, right in profit, right? You would have gotten in your trade right into profit, would have hit STP 203 pips, right? So 203 pips. Did we do 203 pips? We did, right? So that's number one. Number two, let's say you don't trade before NYC session because it's US30 and you wait for NYC session. 9 o'clock hit, gave you the pullback. 9:30 hit, gave you the retest again to then continue to push to the bottom side. So, and a lot of pairs did that, right? Today's entries on these pairs were pretty good. So at this point, US30 is one that we just gotta wait for. NYC, to be honest, we're at the top of our zone. Even if we wanted to see price go up again, right? We're at the top of our zones. If we want to see price go down, which could be a potential, we just gotta wait for that change of characters to happen. But right now we still see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows. So at this point, not much we could say about it. USDCAD, let's go to a daily time frame. We have 2 months of counter drops, so this month, could we be expecting a new low? We can, right? But it is counter. In the 4-hour time frame, we have a weaker rise. This week looks like right now we are at the top, so we should have 2 weeks of rise, but it looks like it could also end on a no net. Right, in the 30-minute, we're still seeing internal higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows and higher highs. So now that we see we're reaching the bottom of our 30-minute zone again, we do have an engulfing candle here. Let me see, do we? No, it doesn't have a top wick. So one that we have to wait for, right? This price want to bottom out here, right, and use this double bottom, right, as a retest for price to continue to push to the top side, or is price gonna flip and give us a push to the bottom side, right? That's pretty much where we're at with this. There's no other. It's good, Steve. Welcome to share, my brother. All right, so this is pretty much what I'm seeing on USDCAD right now. For 4-hour time frame again. We had a nice change of character. BOS. So again, an understanding that we have two months of drop. Again, even though it is counter drop, we could still go back down to the bottom of consolidation and get a safety trade, right? So if that's the case, if that's what USD wants to do and start pushing down, then we'll let it move, and we'll wait for the price to go back down to the low consolidation to catch those trades to the top side. Gold, let's see. Gold, we finished here. We finished on a rise. So again, no continuations for gold. And we're still trading between the high and the low. Okay. And a 4-hour no continuation. We have a week of drop. This week looks like price is going to give us 2 weeks of drop. So again, if that's the case, then let's start getting this ready for next week a little bit, right? And for what could be tomorrow's trade, right? So we know that we have a change of character that happens here, right? And then this low, right? We have the BOS. 1, 2, push 3. Now at this point, this is where we'll see, are we going to see that continuation to the bottom side, or is this where we'll see price give us a sweep to the lows and give us a change of character? So at this point, I'm battling between this high here. I want to see price break above this high. If price could break above this high, then we know price is gonna turn around. All right, let's draw this out, right? Or we could see price do this. Probably see like a little spike here at the top. And then Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is one again. We were waiting for it to see what price wanted to do, right? Beginning of the week, we were seeing, okay, is price gonna consolidate and break above and retest, or is price gonna consolidate, go down, and continue to push to the bottom side? And as we can see, it broke down to the bottom, went to the bottom of the zone, right? Retested and then started going back up, right? And at this point, we're in the same situation as we were in the beginning of the week, right? Is price going to break above again? Because at this point, right, we can see these are all testing candles, right? Test, 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 up until this green candle. But then the candle right after was a red candle going down. So realistically speaking, our actual break, right, would be up here at this point. But I'm gonna keep it here in the same spot, right? And understanding that we're still in a range, right? We're still consolidating. So Gonna wait it out. That's pretty much it, guys. I do this pretty quick, especially coming into the fact that again I had my charts marked earlier. I wasn't expecting to do the class today, but it is what it is, guys. Um, but you know, faster classes are a little bit easier, especially being that it's Friday. Again, I'm not too worried about tomorrow. Um, but again, I will try to turn the stream on a little bit earlier. We have 2 a.m. news for GBP Eastern time, 2 a.m. Eastern. So I'll probably turn the stream on for the live trading session at around 12 a.m., 12:30, possibly 1, closer to 1:30, depending how the charts look. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Link will be in the chat. It will also be in the description. Let me make sure I put this in the chat for you guys. And yeah, free to join. You guys could request one-on-one sessions for free. Make sure you guys do that. We have a 7 p.m. classes Monday through Thursdays, Monday through Friday live trading sessions at 6 in the morning, and then Sundays at 11 a.m. we have a market breakdown, weekly market breakdown. So again, I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. We'll see you guys tomorrow in the live trading session.